Well, we're going to be putting a sculpture of a cow up a tree, an 8-metre high cow up a tree, here on the Champs-Élysées for the exhibition Le Champs de la Sculpture 2, which opens in September the 15th. Yeah, it's a sculpture that I've sort of envisaged for the last 4 or 5 years. Finally I've got the opportunity to make it as big as I wanted to. It's quite massive, but then the exhibition is for monumental sculptures, so this should fit the bill.
Can you show us what you're doing here, all the preparation?
Yeah, well, what we're trying to decide is which way to place the sculpture. So we've got a mock-up here of the base of the tree, and which this piece of wood actually represents a cow. So just a bit worried about how it'll fit in with the environment. So we've got a couple of trees and lampposts that we're trying to sort out, but we don't sort of get too close to them. Also, the orientation of the sculpture on the Champs-Élysées here is very important. You've got people coming from both directions, but you've got a road on that side and then another garden on the other side.
Now, a cow on the Champs-Élysées, is that a challenge for you to make it fit in, or are you going to try and make this cow?
No, it doesn't bother me whether it fits in or... I think it's a really strange juxtaposition, and I quite enjoy that.
Can you talk to us a little bit about where we're standing and how it's going to look with the trees and maybe the Arc de Triomphe, the whole experience?
Well, I guess we're about halfway down the Champs-Élysées with the Arc de Triomphe there and Plaza Concorde on the left. It's just a fantastic place to be showing, you know, my art, or for an Australian artist to come this far across the world to actually put up a sculpture like this. It's just a magnificent opportunity.
And is it an honour for you, a dream come true, to be showing your work on the most beautiful avenue in the world?
Well, definitely. To get the invitation from the City of Paris to be selected to represent Australia is definitely a great honour, yes.
Oh, monsieur? We get a reaction.
How does he know it was Australia?
Do you speak English?
Yes. Take Australia.
What do you think of an Australian building? This man here, this man here is John Kelly, and he's an Australian artist, and he is building an 8-metre high cow in a tree to be
cow in a tree. One and a kangaroo in a tree. That's Australia would ask that.
Well, what do you think of that? Is that representative of Australia?
A cow in a tree? Well, it could be. What sort of cow?
Is that something you would want to see as an artwork in Paris?
Well, I'd rather see it, put it like this, folks, I'd rather see it in Paris than in Sydney.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Is the artwork on the Champs-Élysées?
Yes. A cow in a tree. Yeah.
Yes.
It would be mad and nice.
Depends how they
and
cut it
does
together.
that seem like a European idea or an Australian idea, or?
I think it will. My first idea is it will bring these worlds together, because cows are in.
I think if I
in
put
Europe,
it straight, the head would be behind
normal,
the light,
usual. And I think I've never been in Australia, but I think it's there the same in some regions.
So there.
But I don't know.
She's at this level.
So it's well clear.
You are tourists in Paris, yes? Behind you, the man over there in the green shirt is a famous Australian artist. And in a month, he's going to have a sculpture here of a cow in a tree, 8 meters high.
8 meters.
What do you think of this idea?
It's very, very beautiful. It's a good idea.
Good idea.
The
Does it
base.
seem like an Australian idea, or do you think what do you think as a foreigner? Will the French like having a cow in a tree?
What are they going to do? Repave it, or what are they going to do? Repave the footpath?
Thank you. How
The cow's about 4.7 metres wide, so it should bring together the space between the two rows of trees down the Champs. It's going to weigh about 4 tonnes, maybe a bit more, and it's quite a massive job to actually try and get it here. So we're just planning how we're going to do that. We're going to have to bring in cranes and trucks and everything to erect it.
Is this a cow that was meant to stand on the Champs-Élysées?
No, the sculpture was conceived in Australia, and it brings together 2 stories of Dobell's wartime camouflage cows, and also the idea of the Australian flood, where often you get sort of animals stuck up in trees as the floods recede.
Are you nervous about the reception?
Yeah, a little. A little nervous. I'm not sure quite how it'll be received here in Paris, but generally so far the people who've seen it at the Foundry have thought that it's quite good. So I'm hopeful that people will like it.
So what do you, as a French person, think of an Australian artist putting a cow with a tree?
I think it's a good idea. It's a mad idea, but that's fun. It's gonna have a lot of contrast here in the monuments and all that. It's fun.
And does that correspond with your idea of Australia?
Not exactly. I mean, Australia for me it's kangaroos and koalas. not
I wonder if it'll look really
cows.
small. Okay. Déjeuner? Ah, d'accord. Ah, oui, oui. Bonjour.
Bonjour, je suis la femme de
Oui.
Claude.
Excusez-moi, my memory, I admit.
And
not
it's
to-
a lot of emotion today.
Oui, oui. I get my camera. You want me to back it in?
Pas trop, parce qu'ils vont partir les voitures.
Excusez-moi. That's great.
Can I get you close to the music?
Yeah.
So how are you feeling?
Yeah, quite excited. It would be great to get it up.
Was it a long haul? Wasn't easy getting it over here, was it?
Well, the truck was a bit late, so got a bit nerve-wracking as to whether it was actually going to arrive. But I really enjoyed the shots of it backing in against the Arc de Triomphe. Rouge. A bit red. Excuse. Merci beaucoup. You see how small it looks? No. Tourists. like how they put it on mattresses.
That's so cool.
Thank you. That's it?
What's going on, man?
We're just trying to decide the direction of the sculpture as to whether the head's going to face to the left or to the right. So it's really hard with so many people around me, all sort of like wondering what I want to do. But I just need to take a few minutes to make a decision because. No, it's going to be here for 2 months and I can't change it, so I need to get it right.
What does it depend on?
Sorry?
What does it depend on? What's important?
Just the way it looks, the orientation, in relationship to the other things in the environment. So it's very important to me. C'est bon? No, no. But a lot of people have decisions that they want to make for me, and in the end, I have to
Be strong.
just do it the way I want to do it. Oui, mais le direction petit. Oui. Moi, regardez à gauche. Possible? Oui. Still trying to decide which direction to put it, so it's necessary for me to concentrate. You see, it looks bigger this way. Great big cows. This is just a wee lass of a cow.
I was thinking something really horrible, which is that if you got fucked up in the head with this big accent, then you would make the top of the food and have your 15 seconds.
Right, he nearly just had his.
Yeah, I don't think it's worth your 15 seconds.
Careful, careful. Yeah,
Allez, descends, ouais. Nous.
Doucement.
Attends, non. Lève un peu là. Ouais. C'est bon? C'est bon, descends. Ah merde.
Allez, c'est bon, attends. Descends doucement. Voilà. C'est bon. Ça baigne.
Ça baigne.
Vas-y, baigne.
Hop, hop.
Il est engagé. Bon.
Ouais, c'est bien.
Tu peux baisser?
Ouais.
Bon, hop. Mettez les boulots déjà. Elle a le bon sens?
C'est bon.
English. And I think we're going to cause an accident.
L'architecture, bah j'avais pas vu encore. Je sais pas, c'est très difficile à imaginer. Hein. Pas trop à mon goût, non. Pas trop mon style.
Oui.
Que pensez-vous?
Bah, je passe tellement vite que j'ai pas le temps de le voir, mais sinon à l'occasion un soir je passerai et.
Et maintenant, que pensez-vous?
Ouais, ça va, c'est bien.
C'est joli, c'est un œuvre d'art.
Ah, c'est abstrait, hein. Tout ce qui est abstrait, on comprend pas forcément, mais bon.
Mais là, il s'agit d'une vache dans un arbre, donc c'est pas abstrait.
Ah, c'était une vache. Ah, d'accord. Ouais.
C'est joli.
C'est joli, ouais. Pas beaucoup de couleurs. Un peu plus de couleurs. Voilà.
Cette vache dans l'arbre, là,
Celui-là, oh, c'est vilaine. Hein. Désolé, c'est vilaine. Hein.
est-ce que vous avez vu là-bas la vache dans l'arbre?
Oui, avec les problèmes qu'on a avec les vaches folles, c'est pas étonnant.
Est-ce que vous avez bien descriptif?
Très bien, oui, elle est merveilleuse. C'est originel. Hein, c'est pas mal. Bonjour.
Vous avez vu la vache dans l'arbre?
Oui, super.
Vraiment?
Ouais, génial, ouais.
Do you speak English?
On est vraiment sur les champs, ouais. We're on the fields. It's magic.
Thank you.
Sans moi quand même. Hein.
Stefan, to turn it on. No, press. Wait.
Reste là, on voit.
Now that it's all over, how do you feel about it?
Very pleased that it's all over.
What do you expect? Are you happy?
Yeah, I'm pleased to have completed it. It would seem such an impossibility when we began to actually do this, to build it and put it here is really fantastic. I never expected anything, so I had no preconceived notion of what it would look like. So from up here, it looks great.
Why did you choose this direction?
Because when all the leaves fall off the trees, it'll give it its context by revealing the Arc de Triomphe.
Didn't the French also didn't want you to put it the other way? For what reason? Can you tell us about that?
Well, the French were a bit concerned that I was pointing the bum of the cow at the Champs-Élysées, and they're a little bit touchy about that.
most interesting? So, how do you feel now?
Well, I'm very pleased that it's all gone without any problems, and the sculpture's gone up, and it hasn't fallen over yet.
And what kind of reactions have you been getting so far?
Quite a lot of bemused looks. A lot of the buses and the cars as they go past, it's obviously turning people's heads. So quite pleased with the reaction.
And how does it feel having this in France? Is that bizarre for you?
No, I think it's very interesting that the sculpture is shown for the first time in France, because by taking it out of its context, it gives it a very specific context, in that it refers back to Australia. So I'm really pleased that to have that juxtaposition.
What French words have you learned?
S'il vous plaît.
And how's it been working with the French?
I've very much enjoyed working with the Foundry. I think as an artist, it was just a fantastic experience to work with people of such high quality.
And this morning we saw you changed the direction of the cowl a couple of times. What factors went into choosing the final?
Well, to me, it was just as to my eye as to what looked the best in terms of the surrounding environment. It was quite strange because the French were a bit concerned if that I pointed its arse towards the Champs-Élysées, that in some way I was having a go at the French, but they were quite pleased when I decided the head goes towards the Champs-Élysées.
And what's happened to the cowl after these 2 months?
I haven't thought past that. I've got it to here, and where it goes after, I have no idea. Was that it? Ah!
Yeah, take off the mic before we forget.